Hello and welcome back to Money Never Sleeps. My name is Mac from M&A Wealth. If you'd like more information about what you hear during the show, give us a call at 866-973-3627 or visit us online at mnawealth.com. And while at my website, click on the page to check out past shows and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Today we're talking about a question that weighs heavily on a lot of people's minds. Should you retire early or should you keep working until your full retirement age? For many people, full retirement age, 67 for anyone born in 1960 or later, feels like the natural target. That's when you unlock your full Social Security benefit. Medicare kicks in at 65, but age 67 is when you're no longer leaving any Social Security money on the table. But for millions of Americans, the idea of waiting until 67 feels a lot less appealing when early retirement is sitting there as a tempting alternative. Retiring early gives you something you can't put a price on. Time to travel. Time to pursue hobbies, time to relax or reinvent yourself, or simply enjoy life without the day-to-day pressures of work. The trade-off, of course, is financial. Claiming Social Security early, say at 62, comes with a reduction of up to 30% in your monthly benefit for the rest of your life. And leaving the workforce early also means fewer years to contribute to retirement accounts and fewer years for your investments to grow. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here, but I want to walk you through some surprising statistics and practical questions that may help you decide whether early retirement is realistic for you and whether it actually aligns with your health, lifestyle, and long-term financial goals. Throughout today's show, I'll be referencing a couple of Kiplinger articles. Need a reason to retire early? Consider these eye-opening stats and want to retire at 62? See if you can answer these 7 questions. They're excellent resources for anyone wrestling with the early retirement decision. Let's start with a big reality check. Very few people actually make it to their full retirement age. In fact, the average retirement age in the United States is 62, which also happens to be the earliest age you can claim Social Security. Many people plan to work until 65 or even 67, but life often has other plans. People retire early for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes it's not a financial decision at all. It's a necessity. Health problems, layoffs, downsizing, or the need to care for a family member can push people out of the workforce much earlier than they anticipated. According to the research cited in the Kiplinger article, over half of workers aged 50 and older will experience a layoff or job reduction at some point in their careers. And unfortunately, older workers often face age discrimination or difficulty finding new employment, even when they're highly qualified. For others, retiring early is a deliberate and positive choice. They feel ready to move into a new chapter of life, and they've saved enough to make it work. But even then, it's important to plan for what comes next, because early retirement means a longer retirement, and that comes with both opportunities and challenges. One of the most interesting statistics in the Kiplinger article is something called HALE, or Healthy Life Expectancy. HALE isn't about how long you'll live. It's about how long you can expect to live without chronic disease or significant disability. And in the United States, as of 2021, the World Health Organization estimates that number to be 63.9 years. Think about that for a moment. Healthy life expectancy averages around 64, yet traditional retirement planning assumes you'll keep working until 65 or 67. And yes, average life expectancy in the US is still around 78, but the years after age 64 are statistically more likely to involve health challenges, injuries, or limitations. Now, this doesn't mean you'll automatically face health issues at 64. Many people remain vibrant and active well into their 70s and 80s. But if chronic health conditions run in your family, or if you already manage ongoing health concerns, your healthy years may be a key factor when weighing early retirement. For some people, this is the statistic that pushes them toward retiring sooner rather than later. If you're healthy now, financially stable, and eager to make the most of your active years, this is worth paying attention to. Another point the article raises is the impact of stress on health, especially for older workers. One study found that 46% of employees say most of their stress comes from work, and 77% say work-related stress harms their mental health. Chronic stress can accelerate aging, contribute to chronic illness, disrupt sleep, weaken the immune system, and increase medical costs. And while retirement will never eliminate stress from your life entirely, it does eliminate a significant source of it. That's not a financial argument, it's a quality of life argument, and for many people, that's a deciding factor. Let's talk about the time commitment involved in a full career. It's estimated that Americans spend roughly 90,000 hours of their lives working. That doesn't include people who work more than 40 hours a week or those who work multiple jobs. For some people, work is meaningful and fulfilling. For others, it's draining or restrictive. And understanding how you personally relate to your work is a major part of deciding when to retire. Stepping away may feel like losing a piece of your identity, or it may feel like finally taking off the handcuffs. There's no right or wrong here. There's only what's right for you. The Kiplinger articles make this clear. The right retirement age is deeply personal. It depends on your finances, your health, your goals, your family situation, and your emotional readiness. Statistics can provide context, but they can't tell your story. Some people want to work forever because it brings them purpose, structure, and meaning. Others are ready to retire the minute they can make the numbers work. Most people fall somewhere in the middle. The real question becomes, how do you know if early retirement is financially feasible and personally right for you? The article suggests several key questions to help make that determination. Let's walk through them. Do you know your numbers? This is the foundation of your retirement readiness. If you retire at 62, your retirement could last 25-30 years. You'll need to know your expected expenses, your income sources, your debt load, your savings rate, your long-term investment projections. Most retirees spend about 70-85% of their pre-retirement income. And if you still have high-interest debt, especially credit cards, it may be worth working a little longer to pay that down before retiring. You'll also want to compare your projected expenses with Social Security, pensions, retirement savings, any guaranteed or recurring income sources. If the numbers align, early retirement may be within reach. Do you have a plan for your investments? Retirement isn't the end of your financial planning. It's the beginning of a new phase. During your career, you worked for your money. In retirement, your money needs to work for you. This often means shifting from growth-focused investments, moving into a more balanced income-producing portfolio, considering dividend stocks, bonds, real estate, preferred shares, or other cash flow-oriented assets. A well-designed income strategy can make the difference between a comfortable retirement and a stressful one. Have you considered your housing costs? Housing is one of the biggest expenses in retirement. You'll want to decide, will you stay where you are, downsize, move to a lower cost area, relocate closer to family, or even move abroad to reduce expenses? Popular affordable destinations include Costa Rica, Portugal, and Puerto Rico. Your housing decision alone can dramatically improve or hinder your cash flow. Have you planned for the fun part of retirement? Retirement isn't the end of your life, it's the beginning of your next chapter, and that chapter costs money. Travel, hobbies, entertainment, grandkids, and home projects all add up. At 62, you're still young and active enough to do a lot, so be generous and realistic when estimating what your lifestyle may cost. And don't forget inflation, because it quietly erodes purchasing power over time. Do you know how you'll pay for healthcare before Medicare? This is one of the biggest challenges in early retirement. If you retire at 62, you'll have 3 years before Medicare kicks in. Healthcare is expensive. Fidelity estimates that a 65-year-old retiring today will spend an average of $172,500 on healthcare over the course of retirement, and that assumes traditional Medicare coverage. At 62, your insurance options include Affordable Care Act plans, COBRA, temporarily, private health insurance. Depending on your income, ACA subsidies may help, but you may also need to draw from investments earlier than expected. Are you emotionally ready to retire? Many people imagine retirement as a perpetual vacation, long walks, golf, travel, relaxation, but day-to-day life in retirement can be very different. Work provides routine, social interaction, identity, structure, purpose. When those disappear overnight, some retirees struggle. Before retiring, take time to visualize your days. What will your mornings look like? How will you stay engaged? What activities will give you purpose? How will you spend your free time? Being emotionally prepared is just as important as being financially prepared. Do you have a withdrawal strategy? This is one of the most overlooked pieces of retirement planning. You can have $1 million saved, but if you don't know how much you can safely withdraw each year, you risk running out of money or underspending and missing out on life. You'll also want to consider required minimum distributions, RMDs, at age 73. tax-efficient withdrawal sequencing, Roth conversions, cash reserves for market downturns. Proper planning can reduce your tax burden and extend the life of your portfolio. If you have any questions about the new generation retirement system, visit my website at mnawealth.com or call my office at 866-973-3627 to discuss how my team might be able to answer your questions and address your concerns. It's our goal to help you prepare for the retirement you've worked so hard for.
Disclosure. All matters discussed during the show are for informational purposes only. Opinions expressed are solely those of M&A Wealth and staff. All topics covered are believed to be from reliable sources. However, M&A Wealth makes no representations as to its accuracy or completeness. This commercial shall in no way be construed as a solicitation to sell securities or advisory services to residents where permitted. Topics should be discussed with your individual advisor prior to implementation. Advisory services offered through M&A Wealth, a registered investment advisor in the state of Texas. Insurance products and services are offered through PNC Life Insurance Agency, an affiliated company. M&A Wealth and PNC Life Insurance Agency are not affiliated with or endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any government agency.